What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE Are Furious, a Bloodline member added to the WWE roster, why WWE won't be holding live events in the Sphere, Nikki Bella furious, a shocking accusation against Triple H, Jacob Fatu being pushed too fast, a female Bloodline member coming, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. And now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at WWE Are Furious. At top of today's news is a warning about the upcoming Netflix Vince McMahon docuseries, as many people within WWE are unhappy about it. The Observer reported, "I can only say that the director covered me with everything I would expect someone to cover. There were no stones left unturned in this thing. What the final product is, I know that there are people in WWE who are not happy with it. I don't know how fair it is to Vince, but there were people there very unhappy." A rumor has it that the documentary is a complete burial of Vince McMahon. Given the way the Janelle Grant lawsuit has polarized opinions on McMahon, detractors will likely use it as proof that Vince is evil incarnate, while McMahon backers will probably argue it's a hit piece that omits evidence showing Vince in a positive light. We'll know soon enough when the series is released and everyone shares their analysis of it. Next up, why the WWE is unlikely to come to the Sphere. The Sphere is an amazing entertainment venue that has caught the public's attention thanks to its state-of-the-art light and sound system, which has wrestling fans wondering whether WWE might hold a major event there. Unfortunately, it appears it may be cost prohibitive for a wrestling promotion to run the show there. Fightful Select recently discussed the costs of operating the venue, and a fan asked whether the WWE might run a show there. The cost of running the venue itself is insanely expensive. Word was that the LED Bowl cost $450,000 a day itself, and running an actual venue could be north of $1 million. Unless the event and scenario made sense, it probably won't end up being booked out of a wrestling company. UFC did over $20 million in the gate this weekend, breaking their own record. However, it seems that Tony Khan and All Elite Wrestling have actually reached out and inquired about running a show there. The Sphere's seating capacity is 18,600 people, which means the WWE would have to raise ticket prices considerably to defer the costs of running it there. While the WWE has tested fans' willingness to pay more money for tickets, there may come a price point where fans are unwilling to pay. Furthermore, the WWE's policy of running as many PLEs as possible in stadiums means the WWE may not feel it's worth the trouble to run a show there when it can make more money in a stadium. Should the WWE run a show there? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Nikki Bella furious. A former WWE superstar, Nikki Bella, aka Nikki Garcia, is furious about a new development in her divorce proceedings against Artem Chignivstev, as Life and Style reports that Chignivstev is seeking spousal support and that an insider told a news site. Nikki is absolutely furious that Artem is asking for spousal support. She's still in shock and has been asking herself, who the hell did I marry? She's dumbfounded by Artem's audacity and lack of shame. The report added, even if he wasn't asked back to be on Dancing with the Stars, she thinks he would have still have asked for her spousal support. The source adds, after what he's done to Nikki, it's a slap in the face and a total loser move on his part. The Life and Style notes Nikki plans to fight back against the spousal support request, and she's also requesting that she be granted full custody to the couple's child, Mateo. Next up, a shocking accusation made against Triple H. Some shocking insinuations from former WWE superstar Ryback, as he's suggesting that Triple H and former Divas champion Caitlyn may have been romantically involved. Ryback told us on his podcast, there is a story there, there's probably an NDA there. Caitlyn's responsibility to effing tell that story, not mine. But I have it on closer call from people that came and told me with things that were directly involved with her that something went down between her and Hunter. And I'm not going to be use your brains though, people, with everything. And then she leaves the company almost immediately after? Do you think that's a coincidence? Caitlyn, who competed as a fitness model before entering the WWE, wrestled there from 2010 to 2014, including a 5-month run as Divas champion. She retired in 2014 and returned to the WWE in 2018 to compete in the Mae Young Classic and appeared at a Raw reunion show in 2019. Ryback didn't elaborate on what he heard, but told his audience that he believes a non-disclosure agreement may have been signed preventing Caitlyn from talking about any alleged incident. And maybe she did have something going on with all of that, but I would love to find out if there was an NDA with that and an abuse. Not because, hey, people cheat on their spouses. I'm not. Whatever people do in their lives is their business, right? But if you have your company and you're abusing power and NDAs are involved and you're affecting people's livelihoods and careers, F you with this. Or what do you guys think of this story? Do you think there's any truth to this? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Jacob Fatu being pushed too fast. Is the WWE giving Jacob Fatu too much too soon? Jacob's uncle Rikishi seems to think so, telling his podcast audience, "I think Jacob is being pushed too fast. When you go to Cody, where do you go from there? Cody is a guy right now. I've said this before, let Jacob rampage through the whole roster. Give him a couple of those enhancement matches to build. You don't need but 3 minutes. Again, we've seen Jacob however long he's been on, a couple of months or whatever, but is there anything different? You can only do so much on a run-in. That is what I'm saying. You really want to go with a guy, show his talent, let him not have a match bout, but a squash match, just so he can show his potential of what else this kid can do." Rikishi's biggest concern seems to be Jacob being fed to Cody. I wouldn't feed Jacob to Cody. That match is not deserving yet to happen. And we're doubtful that the Samoan Werewolf is going to be losing many matches soon, and there are many paths to place him on besides wrestling Cody. While the WWE has already dropped hints about Cody facing Fatu, such as when Rhodes told Solo that Jacob Fatu was more deserving of a title shot than Sikoa, this is typical of the WWE's long-term booking. This isn't the first time Rikishi has voiced his concerns about how his family members are being pushed. Rikishi recently criticized the WWE for its push of Jey Uso, claiming that main event Jey wasn't getting many main events. The WWE Hall of Famer also blasted the WWE for jeopardizing Jey's marriage by WWE creative hinting at a storyline romance between Jey and Rhea Ripley. Perhaps the WWE should capitalize on Rikishi's rhetoric and have him run a superstar over with his car to help Jey get a push, much as he did when he ran down Stone Cold Steve Austin, claiming he did it for The Rock. Next up, a new Bloodline member has been added to the roster. Now, it seems that rumors of WWE signing a new Bloodline member are very true, and according to PW Insider, former New Japan Pro Wrestling star Hikuleo has been added internally to the NXT roster. The former member of the Bullet Club may be on his way very soon to the main roster, but who is he gonna side with? Roman Reigns or Solo Sikoa? What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, a female Bloodline member coming? Now it's time for an update on a recent rumor about the Bloodline adding a female member. And as we noted in our early report, there's been talk of a female member in the Bloodline for years, with the buzz usually surrounding Naomi. However, 2 other names came up recently, including Nia Jax and Tamina. And now Fightful Select is sharing information on what may lie ahead, as it commented on the speculation, pointing out that Naomi's name was discussed before it returned to WWE this year. As for Nia Jax and Tamina, apparently there haven't been serious talk about either superstar. The report goes on to say that Tamina hasn't been used at live events and is no longer a regular player. There's no word on whether Naomi would join up with Roman Reigns' version of the Bloodline, which fans know is inevitable, or Solo's version. While logic and wrestling don't always intertwine, one would think that if there is a female superstar in one Bloodline, there would be a female member in the other. Do you guys think the Bloodline needs a female member, and if so, who would you like to see? Next up, Mick Foley signs a Legends deal. Is Mick Foley returning to wrestling? While Foley has discussed a proverbial one last match, it's unclear when that will happen. However, WWE fans may see Mrs. Foley's baby boy in other capacities, as a new story from Fightful notes that Foley has signed an extension to his Legends contract. It's unknown how long the contract is in effect for. Next up, Seth Rollins ejected from the NFL game. As Seth Rollins was attending an NFL game between his Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts when he was thrown out of the stands by former Colts player T.Y. Hilton. The Visionary was subsequently ejected from the game, leading to Rollins tweeting, "I hate football." As some observers are speculating that this could lead to Hilton getting involved with the WWE. Even if it doesn't, this was a great publicity stunt for Rollins and the WWE. Finally, WWE Superstars Get Married. Last but not least, congrats to WWE Superstar Kit Wilson and NXT Superstar Stevie Turner on their recent wedding. Wilson, one half of the tag team Pretty Deadly, shared his special day on Instagram. We send our well wishes to the happy couple as they begin this new journey. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.